What's up, everybody? This is Donrob over here at Take Podcast. Thank you for coming back. Thank you to all the new subs, and I appreciate everybody that's just tuning in on audio only. That's not here watching me on the video. I mean, it means a lot, man, and I'm going to do my best. Like I always say, I'm going to do my best to let you know what's going on if I'm putting up any visuals right here in the background. So, you know, today we're going to get into white rappers, the history of white rappers, and I believe they've all been cursed from day one. And I'm going to get a little deeper into what I mean by that. I'm sure some of you have been confused as I'm talking about doing this, and you're probably like, what the fuck does he mean they're cursed, man? They're cursed. So, but well deserved. So let's get into it.
He's here. Now broadcasting somewhere in Northern California.
Kick in the bowel, right to the belly of the beast.
Inside his command post. Somewhere in the brick and steel of a nondescript building. We have made contact with him. Donrob from Donrob Flixx.
All right, so we're back, and man, I mean, let's just get right into it, man. I mean, before you ever even had rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it, we had, obviously we had disco, we had funk. I mean, we had so much other music, man. But before all of that, you had what they call rock and roll. And a lot of people, they want to assume the king of rock was Elvis Presley. Just like for a while there, I remember when, people were crowning Eminem like the king of rap. It was crazy. And when you really dive into it, it's the music business doing it, just like any other type of fake news that's out there. A lot of people don't even know who the real king of rock is. You could say it's Chuck Berry, you could say it's Fats Domino, but to me, it's Otis Blackwell. Otis Blackwell was a ghostwriter that, he wrote Elvis Presley's big hit in 1956, Don't Be Cruel. You know what I'm saying?
Now you know I couldn't be found sitting home all alone. Well, if you can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel.
And that's the song that made Elvis. Not only did he write it, but he sent in a fucking demo. And Elvis stole his style, man. 100% stole it. But I'm not even going to talk about it. Let's let him talk about it. Check this out.
My next guest has been called the most influential songwriter in rock and roll history, and I mentioned some of these songs earlier. It's unbelievable. Great Balls of Fire, Breathless, Handyman, Return to Sender and Fever, and we're delighted to have him on the show tonight. Please, folks, give a nice welcome to Mr. Otis Blackwell. Otis.
This is the creator, the maker of Elvis Presley right here, you guys.
It's a real pleasure to meet you. Was Don't Be Cruel the first song of yours that Elvis Presley recorded?
Yes, it was.
How did that come about?
Well, it's a hard story. At the time, there was no definite story. I was writing songs, freelancing.
What were you doing when you weren't freelancing?
I guess anything that came along and making $1 or $2.
Yeah.
That was honest, though.
So you're just beginning as a songwriter?
Yeah. I had written about 6 or 7 songs. Day before
Christmas?
You can tell he's a little nervous.
Christmas.
And I found out that I could get some advance money.
This story is in
songs.
1986, by the way, you guys.
So I stayed home a few days and wrote these songs.
For 87, somewhere around there.
And it was Christmas Eve and snowing.
Yeah.
No hat.
Yeah.
Holes in the shoes.
Yep.
Standing on the corner. My friend of mine brought me over to this office, Shalimar Music.
This was located right here in New York, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And asked me to play some songs for a gentleman there. I named him O'Gale. And I played the 6 songs.
Otis, on the sheet music here, it says, words and music by Otis Blackwell and Elvis Presley. Now, did he work with you on the song at any time?
No, he didn't.
Then how does his name get on the
well, that
title?
seemed to have been the practice at that time, I found out later
Can
on.
you pause it real quick?
Yeah.
that's still the practice, you guys. The music business is shady as fuck. If you make a beat, if you or if you're on someone's project, make sure you see your credits on that project. Demand that you see your name on that project. That's your real estate, man. That's your stocks. That's your ongoing. Those are your royalties in the future, man. That depending on what that song does, I mean, they could pay you for the rest of your life. It's what you call residuals. It's ongoing money for the rest of your life. And you could put it into your will, you could pass it on to your family, but you know, there's motherfuckers out there that don't even write shit and will claim that they wrote something because the real money is in the writer's credits. But let's keep going.
It was told to me that in order for me to get Elvis Presley,
You had to.
I had to put his name on the song.
Yeah.
That's shady.
Okay. Now we're going to talk more about this stuff, and you're also going to sing for us tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Well, we're looking
Wait till
forward
you guys
to
hear
it.
him.
We got to pause here for just a second. We'll be right back. Otis Blackwell is with us tonight, and we were talking about "Don't Be Cruel." Now, Otis, in addition to writing the songs, you actually would record demo tapes, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd make the demo tapes for him.
Now, what was the purpose for that? What did they do with them when they got the tapes?
Well, they showed him the song, and
Elvis, they would play the songs for him, yeah.
And he recorded the tune as it was.
Now, we were talking about
You showed
this
him the
afternoon.
song.
Is
You
it
guys
true
heard
that,
that, right?
when he heard you performing the material, that he would imitate your style when he recorded the song?
Well, they did come out very close to the demos that we did.
Yeah. And did you feel funny about him imitating so closely what you were putting on tape, or not?
Well, no, I felt a little funny the first time, and then after he sold 4 million, I
You got paid for life.
Yeah, it takes the sting out of it, I guess. Sure. Now, did you ever meet Elvis Presley?
No, I never met Elvis.
How many years were you writing songs for him?
Well, I had signed up with him on the contract to be a writer of just his company for 5 years.
Uh-huh. And in that time, you never met him. Why was that?
I never met
Pause it
him.
real quick. Can you pause it? 5 years. He was writing hits, back-to-back hits for Elvis Presley. Not only was he writing the hits, you guys, when you're about to hear this man sing, Elvis stole his entire style. He completely jacked him. 100% jacked him. Keep going.
The early part of the what we were doing, I never wanted to meet him. I didn't want to meet him rather at the time. I wanted to, but didn't at that time. We had something I felt that was going pretty good. I thought as long as my songs were getting over to him and he was doing them the way that I would like for them to be done.
Out of
in a
respect,
sense, we
Elvis should
had
have
met.
wanted to meet him.
Yeah. So you're actually
Should
worried
have
about
demanded it.
messing up the chemistry by meeting the man physically.
Well, you never know. Some
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Did you ever perform in those days?
No, when I was about 18, 19 years old, I used to sing, you know. But I decided not to do it when I found out that you could make a good money writing songs.
Yeah, doing all right. But you have now an album called Let's Talk About Us, Otis Blackwell, and you're going to do a song. Is it from the... no, I know what you're going to do tonight. Yeah, tell the folks what you're going to be singing here.
Well, we're going to do Don't Be Cruel.
Yeah.
The
You're about
album
to
is
hear the
about
original version of Don't Be Cruel,
some
you
songs
guys.
that I had done. There are a lot of the songs that he had recorded and some that he had accepted but never got into the studio to do.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it. And this will be Don't Be Cruel, as it was initially written.
Can you pause it?
By Mr.
Now, you guys, you ready to hear this? You let me know if you feel that Elvis Presley stole this man's style. Hit it.
Mr. Otis Blackwell.
You know I can't be found sitting home all alone. And if you can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel to a heart so true. Baby, if I made you mad, something that I might understand.
Crazy, ain't it?
Please let's get the fact. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to a heart so true. Well, I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Now don't stop thinking of. Don't make me feel this way. Come on over here and love. You know what I want you to say.
Go ahead and pause it.
Don't be cruel.
So this was about 10 years after Elvis died, you guys. About a decade after he passed away, after he died. A lot of people don't know how he died. Are you curious how he died? They like to tell you he died from overdose or taking too many drugs and drinking. Just so you guys know, he died in the bathroom while he was taking a shit. Keep playing.
My heart so true. Well, I might soon will be here for. I really love you, baby, cross my heart. I don't be cruel to a heart so true.
So, if you guys ask me, that's the real king of rock, along with Chuck Berry and Fats Domino. But this man here, his whole style was taken by Elvis Presley. He ran with it for the rest of his career, basically. He switched it up a little. Go back and listen to how he does it. I mean, he literally jacked his fucking style, man. And then came these guys, Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons. Rick Rubin went to school for it, man. He was a student at NYU. He met Russell Simmons. They both created Def Jam. But right before that, there was a West Coast rapper, just so you guys know. A lot of people think that Beastie Boys or Blondie, I don't know, you could probably come up with some other names. A lot of people will be like, oh, that's the original white rappers, Blondie. First off, Blondie was like a rocker. Here she is.
One way or another, I'm gonna find
So
ya.
she did a little bit of a rap, like a quick verse, man. But the real first white rapper, just so you guys know, was in 1981. And he was in a rap group called the Rappers Rap Group. The Rappers Rap Group. 1981, think about that. And is credited with helping to establish the first West Coast rap label ever on the West Coast. Are you wondering what his name is? Can you guess what his name is? Are you curious? Have you even ever heard of him? No one's ever really talked about him, right? But this dude's name was DJ Flash. Lee Johnson.
I remember back in the day when Duffy sat back and said, man, I got a rapper. And I was like, who? He was like, DJ Flash. And I was like, DJ Flash? I couldn't know who he was. And then Duffy said, I got a surprise. And all of a sudden, here come this white boy with this long hair, and I'm thinking he's a hippie or guitarist. He's not a rapper. Duffy was like, yes, he is. Duffy just sat back and I looked at this rapper and I was like, man, he got long hair and he looked like a rock star instead of a rapper. But then Duffy was a visionary. And so DJ Flash was the very first white rapper ever before the Eminem, before the Beastie Boys. He was the first one.
I mean, back then, a lot of white people didn't like rap music, man. They really didn't. I don't give a fuck what anybody here tries to say. If you try to leave comments and say that ain't true, it is true. You got made fun of. A lot of times if you listen to it at the beginning or if you tried to be a white rapper. So, DJ Flash was real and he was unique. And you could tell by watching some of his old footage. I mean his newer footage as an old man. Check him out. Look at this.
Sweeter than sweet, nicer than nicest. King of city and this is the ice. From the cradle to the grave, setting me down. What you wanna do to the funk sound? With a half of six, simply get our kick. By rocking on the mic, they collecting the chicks. Bring it MC King with the positive rap. Make the booty move, and your hands start to clap. So disco call. What you wanna do? Just get on the mic with my 18. I'm disco call from Sid and the Street. On the place I got the treat. The tricks me and you, the morning and night. On the scene, with the love of you like, cause I got the power to rock the show. Cause I'm a great boy and a gigolo. So gotta give it up. Give it up. 1, 2, 3. I'm so the shrimp. As you know, I got proper rhythm and I got the soul. Cause I'm super Captain Fragility, XP out of those shit. My rhymes are atrocious. Oh no, I gotta kiss my damn self. Call a doctor cause I need some help. No penicillin for the way I'm feeling when I keep my rhyme.
And these guys are like grandfathers, you know what I'm saying? But you're looking at the first rap group right there that was formed in 1980, 1981, somewhere around there. And I mean, they were, I mean, to this, I mean, even Dre, I mean, you know, Tupac, a lot of people have been inspired by these guys, believe it or not. You're probably looking at it going, how? Well, because they're the originators, man. I mean, there's other originators, but I'm talking about on the West Coast. But don't forget, this is also about white rappers and the curse of white rappers. So, long story short, you're looking at the first white rapper right there. And then in 1983 came the Beastie Boys. They didn't even mean to be rappers. They were making fun of rap, man.
The guitar amp is unplugged. Calm down, guys. Come on, we love you.
This New York trio consists of Adam Horovitz, or King Ad Rock as he is otherwise known, Adam Yauch, aka MCA, and Michael Diamond, affectionately known as Mike D. The band's story started a long time ago, way back in the late 1970s. The Beastie Boys actually started life as two separate bands that would eventually evolve into one. Mike D's band was a four-piece group called the Young Aborigines.
Here we got a picture of the Young Aborigines, and this is the only full-frame print I've got. We've got John and Mike and me at John's house. You can see the beer bottles lined up on the wall there, and some, you know, hubcap. And in the back here, you can actually see a little bit of Kate's kit. Kate's kit was made up of Mike's old kit, and this big conga drum that John's father had, and a bunch of other stuff. You can see Mike's kit is pretty snazzy. I had some bootleg bass, and I think John had a Gibson SG, and you can see there's like a plate of congealing food. It's just the details. It's all right there.
They were a punk rock group. They were clowning rap.
Yo, B, answer the phone. Yo, B.
May I help you?
Yes, what's your name?
Hello?
Hello, man, you got Cookie Puss's number?
Here's my supervisor. He'll help you.
Yo, man, where's the supervisor at? I got the number anyway, baby. That bitch hang up on me.
These pussy crumbs are making me itch.
My real name is... My sister's name was...
A year later, Rick Rubin graduated from college and met Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons was a very well-known manager working with Run DMC. So Rubin had an idea, obviously.
You gotta fight for your right.
Let's make the white Run DMC. Right?
Now, boys, don't get into any trouble while Mommy and Daddy are gone. And don't make a mess.
Do you like parties? Yeah. We can invite all our friends and have soda and pie. Yeah! I hope no bad people show up.
The Beastie Boys. That's what happened there, man. I mean, no one's ever said it, but it's obvious. You got to be kind of stupid to not see what was happening. It all plays off of Elvis Presley. It does, like it or not, but it's you know, reality. But then in 1988, Rubin splits from Def Jam. Simmons' partner at the management group, Rush Entertainment, takes over as the president of the label. He started signing a whole bunch of rappers. I mean, he signed Slick Rick, EPMD, Eric B. and Rakim. Meanwhile, Rubin's gone. You know what I'm saying? And he's seeing this. What's Rubin's answer to an EPMD? Take a guess. What do you think the answer to Rubin's EPMD? Because there's definitely no answer to Slick Rick in them. In 1989, Third Base, aka Pete Nice and MC Serch, the first critically respected white hip-hop group since the Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys were in 86. So just a few years and a year after he left Def Jam. Kind of interesting, right? To me it is.
Third Base, New York City, featuring MC Serch, Pete Nice, and DJ Richie Rich. A time dominated by cultural shifts, golden era lyricism, and artists breaking barriers, the rap duo Third Base doesn't always get the first mention, but their contribution to the genre is undeniable. MC Serch, Pete Nice, and DJ Richie Rich were more than just a trio of talented artists. They were boundary pushers who took on stereotypes and made significant waves during their brief yet impactful run. Their legacy is one of wit, boldness, and cultural commentary wrapped in some of the sharpest lyricism of their time. Third Base burst onto the scene in 1989 with the Cactus album, a project that not only went gold but also cemented their credibility in a genre where authenticity was everything. Unlike some of their contemporaries, they weren't here to mimic black culture or ride trends. Instead, they embraced hip-hop as students of the craft and wielded their lyricism as a tool to critique the industry. Tracks like The Gas Face called out fraudulence and fakeness, earning them respect across the hip-hop landscape. Their sophomore album, Derelicts of Dialect in 1991 went gold as well, largely off the strength of their Vanilla Ice diss track Pop Goes the Weasel. That song became a cultural moment in itself, symbolizing the group's disdain for the commercialization of rap. For a brief time, it seemed like Third Base could maintain a unique lane in the industry, positioned as bold voices, willing to critique anyone, whether it was the music establishment, pop rap acts, or themselves. However, despite their early success, Third Base's career came to an abrupt halt. Creative differences, internal conflicts, and an evolving music scene led to their breakup in 1992. What followed were solo ventures, shifts into different careers, and a slow fade into hip-hop nostalgia rather than sustained relevance. The question remains, why did things not go as planned for a group that clearly had talent, vision, and a unique role in hip-hop history?
That was the answer, supposedly, to EPMD. And then, Everlast, he drops his first album with Warner Brother Records called Forever Everlasting.
For rap that lasts, it's Everlast. Forever Everlasting, the new album from Everlast. And for rap to wake up to, check out the new album from Biz Markie, The Biz Never Sleeps. Everlast and Biz Markie, two great ways to wrap it up on Warner Brothers and Cold Chillin' cassettes, compact discs, and records.
Patience, man. It takes a lot of patience. Don't come out thinking you're gonna make it with your first little record, because it won't happen, man. It takes a long time. You gotta kick back, do your little prayer to God, you know, and just stay with it. Be patient. Go get yourself a job working 9 to 5 until it happens, you know. Don't expect it to happen overnight, because it never does for anybody.
He's a hot young rapper whose career has been skyrocketing ever since hooking up with Ice-T and Rhyme Syndicate Records. Performing I Got the Knack, Pump It Up for Everlast!
Yo, what's up, LA? Make some noise! I said make some noise! You got it! You got it! You got it!
5 fingers of death, fist of fury. St. Valentine's Day massacre on a jury who want to convict me for kicking black on wax. I walk the street with a battle axe.
Everlast is in effect, getting big respect, and I collect big checks. 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s, 100 G's, and I'm pulling honeys left and right. Day and night, you gotta see it to believe it. It's quite a sight to roll on my tip to get a sip of this poetic performer that's fully equipped.
Y'all place yourselves right in front of the mic. Move your body so that the feeling is right. But if you get lost, scream out and admit that the beat's too fast, slow it down or I quit. I'm not the kind to give you a cause to stop on the route that I lead, so I pause. I give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If that ain't enough, sit down till we're done.
Yo, I love to rap every time I hear a dope track, pad and pen, and then my wrist reacts. It starts moving as the ink lets the deadly trail, press my records, then read the fan mail. I love lounging on the beat, that's the hype type. And then I hit it head on, I never sideswipe. Rock it and break, I'm the studio one take. Sucker want a battle, I make you sweat a lake. I'm not lazy though I lamp in the amplified mode like my fuse. Run, cause I'm an explode. I kick it how I kick it cause I love to kick. Rhymes, dope lyrics to the drop of the drumstick. On and on, then I pause cause I want to. And then I'm back at you, feeling the groove, making you move. Go wild, cause the syndicate just bust some freestyles.
I don't like really being labeled as a rapper. I'd rather be labeled as a musician, an artist, you know, because a lot of people right now have the attitude like rap is easy thing to do, you know, but it ain't, you know. We need recognition for being musicians, man, because we write music. We're writing the most popular music out today. I mean, who else, what other music is selling platinum and double platinum with no radio play? Not much, man. It's us, man. So as soon as we get the recognition and they'll put us on the radio, we're gonna take over. It's that simple.
But he didn't really quite, you know, he didn't become a household name. Later on, he does become a household name, though. The thing about Everlast, he was able to redefine himself and basically just redefine himself and not stick to what Warner Brothers obviously was trying to get him to do. That's my personal opinion, but again, I think he was the wannabe answer to LL Cool J, the white version of it. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. In that same year, in 1990, when Everlast was coming out, there was this fake-ass rapper that the labels were like, we're gonna make money with this motherfucker. He was a Miami rapper, and he struck gold like a motherfucker. He didn't last long, though. Vanilla Ice. He really only had one album that hit. His second follow-up album was garbage. It flopped. But to this day, he's still one of the most successful and wealthiest recording artists that put down the mic and said, I'm not really gonna rap no more. I mean, this dude owns, I think, a couple hundred houses, man, and all kinds of businesses. He's pretty fucking successful. He flips mansions. Even has a TV show about flipping his mansions.
Hi, my name's Rob. You may know me as Vanilla Ice. Back in the day, my record was the fastest selling hip hop record of all time, and still is. And I still am Vanilla Ice. But when I'm not touring around the world, I'm making money in real estate. You may have seen my hit show, The Vanilla Ice Project, where I pimp out properties and get paid. And I want to show you how to do the same. As a thank you for visiting my site, we've put together a straight-up guide to getting rich with real estate. Put your name and email and get this off-the-hook training. You're going to learn how to invest rockstar style. Just put your name and email right now so you can pop your collar and make them holler. Welcome to my world. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
I mean, he wasn't an idiot. But the thing was, he wasn't authentic. He was fake. It was obvious he was fake. But Vanilla Ice at that time was the answer, the white answer to MC Hammer. That was blown the fuck up worldwide. So this was the white answer.
As a matter of fact,
to MC Hammer. Didn't last long though. Just like Hammer kind of didn't last all that long when you really look at the time scale of music. It seemed like he lasted long when he did, but he really didn't. So in 1992, Everlast comes back and reforms a group called...
3 words, folks. House of Pain. Okay? 3 more words. St. Patrick's Day. Okay? Guy's got his own day. Guy's got his own parade. U2 doesn't have their own parade. Don't talk to me about U2. Those guys aren't Irish. Those guys wear berets. They're French. Real Irish guys wear Celtics jerseys with the big 3-3 in the front. I think you hear me knocking, folks, and I think I'm coming in. And if you don't know what the big 3-3 stands for, get out! Get out now. I'm calling the cops. I got 2 words for House of Pain. Pogue Mahone. Okay?
House of Pain. It's an Irish-American rap group, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think based in Boston, but really, you know, all focused around that Irish hip-hop sound. But they came out hard with a song called Jump Around, and they exploded like a motherfucker, man. They blew up. Then he became the household name. That same year that was happening, another group was forming. Insane Clown Posse.
Boom shaka day. I'm Valentine and I'm back like a vertebrae.
One day we were doing a concert in Detroit. We were doing synchronized dancing and he kept messing up the steps. So I grabbed a 2-liter Faygo and I busted him in the head with it. And everybody cheered and everybody loved it because it didn't make sense. So I turned around and he whacked me in the face with a 3-liter and thus the war began. The crowd started throwing Faygos. Next thing I looked, the club owner was swinging off the balcony with a 2-liter Faygo. My manager was jumping up and down on a 3-liter. Nobody knew what the hell was going on. It was pure pandemonium. And I'll tell you why people love it, because it doesn't make any sense.
But when the Faygo gets on your face, when you're wearing the makeup, it's not fun. But it's cool. I mean, it's you get into it. It's pretty cool. It's crazy. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, if it wasn't for ICP, Faygo wouldn't be half as fresh it is, but we all drank Faygo when we were kids, you know, because it was cheaper and, you know, you had tons of flavors to decide to, but ICP's made it boom. They've made it blow up everywhere, at least for around here.
Get out of the Jump the fuck up! ICP!
Out of Detroit. The same year, in 1992, I believe. Now keep in mind, man, I'm not looking at notes or anything. I'm trying to go off memory here, and I might have some of this off by like a year or two. I don't think I do, though. I think I pretty much have it down. But, you know, let me know if I have any of this off. Let me know in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure I got all this, man. But Insane Clown Posse comes out, man. No one wants to fuck with them. No one's dealing with them. But these motherfuckers, they don't give up. To this day, they've never given up. They've chosen, not to tour and to do things. And I mean, you could watch documentaries on them. You could watch them on podcasts. You could see these guys interview and stay up to them right now. But they didn't have to sell out, man. But the thing is, they were forced to not get to sell out. Not that they probably, I'm not saying they would have, but no one was really fucking with them, man. They were painting their faces, Insane Clown Posse, and for some reason, no one was fucking with them. So they did it on their own, man, and they did it hard. They did it big. To this day, there's labels out there like Strange Music that's kind of mimicked, what ICP did when it comes to the merchandising, and maybe even took it to the next level, to a whole nother scale. I don't know. I could be wrong. ICP does their own festival. It is rumored. I've heard them talk about how they really don't make much money on the gathering, but they really do it, just to get everybody gathering. I find it hard to believe, though. I think they have to be making something, but if they're not, hey, that's dope. That's cool. That, they're authentic in their own way, man. Not everybody's into what they do, but I'm telling you, man, we all know about their fan base. We know about the Juggalos. ICP, they have their part in rap history, 100%, man. And they created their own shit, is what they did. They really truly created their own lane. To me, they were the first biggest independent motherfuckers that ever did it.
The excitement, the controversy, the family, the legacy. Insane Clown Posse rose from nothing to become worldwide underground icons. Childhood friends Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope grew up together on the outskirts of Detroit, listening to rap music, fighting local street gangs, and drinking Faygo soda. In their teens, they formed a street crew known as Inner City Posse. But then something happened that would change the lives of these two young men forever. One night while sleeping, Violent J had a vision of a traveling dark carnival filled with spirits that were sent to warn humanity about the dangers of living a destructive life. They then renamed themselves Insane Clown Posse. But the real insanity was just starting to unfold. They decided to record a series of albums called Joker's Cards, with each release revealing a different message from the Dark Carnival. To date, ICP has released 8 Joker Cards and scores of other albums, compilations, and singles. The Clowns have sold a combined total of more than 7 million records, all without radio or video airplay. Their self-made music label, Psychopathic Records, has become one of the most successful independent labels in America, and they have established a reputation as 2 of the best entrepreneurs in the music industry.
Those motherfuckers took it to a whole new scale on their own without the help of any major labels. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm 100% on that. So, same year. So they didn't get to really blow up, man, because House of Pain was blowing up. There can only be one at a time, you guys. That's part of the curse. One at a time. One at a time. That's a big piece of the curse. So it is what it is. They're lucky there's one at a time. You know what I'm saying? Goes back to rock and roll, man. It was jacked. Motherfuckers, the big labels constantly trying to jack the music from the original creators. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. But then in 1993, a Canadian rapper came out. His name was MC Snow. He came out with a song about snitching called Informer. That motherfucker was a banger. It was a hit, but he didn't last long. I think that was his only hit. I could be wrong, but that's all I remember.
I'm on the prowl, this is warfare, and I'm out to take your share. Pity, pity, pit, 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 pong, sting on, pity, pity, pit, pop, 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 pong, banger. Now in and out, they down, she grab my cheeks and says I'm cute. I boogity, boogity, bang, and then I throw it those boots. I'm feeling kinda good, I'm feeling kinda horny. I'm feeling good like cinder tenderoni. I put up in that, then I went up to the front. I even got nasty, went down a hole. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I need a gym and a up before I push it up. This is the one that gonna fall without a snow. Better let the good time, let the good time roll. You gave me pull me na the dance like a monster blaster. All are we together in a dance themselves? I am a murderer. I am a murderer. Am a murderer. I musical, 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 musical murderer. Rap star, MC Shane.
It was in a major movie. It was in a big movie called Judgment Night or something like that. But then in 1998, Kid Rock drops this song here. It was a banger. You know what I'm saying? He blew the fuck up. But the thing is, I mean, and I've talked about this before in another episode, just like Vanilla Ice, this is the problem I had with Kid Rock. He was not authentic, man. His dad was wealthy. He was wealthy. He grew up in a rich family. A lot of people left me messages, DMing me, talking shit, going, who gives a fuck? You know, he's doing his thing. He's a country singer. He's big. You know, he's shooting beer cans and drinking all the beer he wants and opening. None of that matters, man. You got to remember the time frame I come from with rap. You know what I'm saying? It's all about authenticity, being yourself, and not sounding like somebody else. Now, I will say he didn't really sound like anybody else, but he was kind of having that Limp Bizkit, you know, I mean, some of these other sounds, and he was always on stage with these guys, you know, in the background. He'll talk about it in some of his shit. So clearly they inspired him, but you know, he wasn't authentic, just like Vanilla Ice wasn't authentic. I mean, he was rich as fuck, and then he ran away, I think, at like 16 years old and went and slept on a friend's couch in the hood, you know, brought all of his DJ equipment that his dad bought him. I mean, his dad bought him all kinds of DJ equipment, man. And, you know, he kind of ran with the whole, you know, white trailer park, white trash, you know, image when, you know, he really grew up in mansions and his dad was rich as hell, man, rich as fuck. So nowadays people don't care if you're fake. You're probably thinking, well, how's that make him fake? Because back then you were fake. If you were rich and you came out making a rap song, making an album, then you weren't real, man. I mean, rap was about the streets, was about, you know, living, you know, coming up from the streets, man, and it was talking about the streets and where you came from and what you're about, man. And that's exactly why right before Kid Rock came out, well, not right before, but yeah, pretty much right before, right, you know, a year before that, you know, you had Eminem. Dre was already looking at him. He already heard about him from that Hip Hop Rap Olympics or whatever that was called. He already got a demo from him. He already heard some mixtapes from him. So guess what happened? The curse hit all those other rappers. Because again, there can only be one, man. There can only be one. That's just how it works, man. So in 1998, he recorded his album. Eminem did. He recorded the Slim Shady LP. It dropped in 1999, a year after Kid Rock came out. It peaked at number 2. It should have peaked at 1, but I remember when I heard this, man, I went to one of my younger brothers, and I was like, hey, what do you think about this dude? He was like, he's all right. And I said, trust me, he's going to blow the fuck up. He's going to be the biggest rapper, the biggest white rapper ever in the history of rap. And my younger brother was like, nah, it's this brother right here. He's featured in videos with Brother Mention. Limo driver in Die. In Mayan calendar, you know, he was standing right there. So that's my younger brother right there. And when he was like 12 or 13 years old, I showed him Eminem, and I was like, this motherfucker's gonna blow the fuck up. Watch. M blew the fuck up. So with all that said, M, you know, the big labels, a lot of people were trying to brand M as the king of rap at that time. If you were around, you know I'm right.
A rapper, record producer, songwriter, and actor, Eminem has a wide range of talents.
I've been writing lyrics since I was like 14 years old, you know, and just the more I wrote, the better I kept getting at it.
It is widely considered that he is one of the greatest and most influential artists of all time. He has been named King of Hip Hop by Rolling Stone magazine and one of the 100 greatest artists of all time.
What Eminem did was just come out and be such an original artist, you know, in terms of perspective and style.
I still feel like I'm an underground artist, regardless of how many units I sell. The subject matter and the topics that I rap about are still underground.
I mean, in the simplest way to look at it, he made being a white rapper okay. But beyond that, he's really redefined hip-hop.
There was talks of like, oh, he's the king of rap. He's the king of rap.
It is widely considered that he is one of the greatest and most influential artists of all time. He has been named King of Hip Hop by Rolling Stone magazine.
King of Hip Hop.
by Rolling Stone magazine.
He was not the king of rap, man. He can't be the king of rap. That's just, nah, man. So here's the thing. We're going to talk a lot more about other, there's like 40 other rappers to talk about, but I want to start with these guys. Most white fans aren't big fans of white rappers. Maybe nowadays they are, but back in the day, they weren't. A lot of white fans of rap, they might have their one, favorite white rapper, but you weren't really seeking out white rappers, man, because if you were white, you kind of sniffed out the phonies. You sniffed them out really quick, man. You knew like, oh, that motherfucker's not real. He's not authentic. Even though, yeah, you could look at it like, well, what would make you think, a black dude or any other race is authentic? Because it's the truth. That's why. It's the truth. It's who created it, man. Just like it's who created rock and roll. Straight up. So the curse is there can only be one at a time. That's it. One white rapper at a time. When you go back into the time scale of all these rappers, because, once M dropped, it was, you were done. If you were a white rapper, you were done. Right before M dropped, there was a white rapper out of Sacramento, like 3 years before M dropped. His name's Low Key.
Hey, what are you doing?
Brother Lynch Chung was bringing him out. He was putting him out there on all kinds of shit, man.
What the fuck are you watching?
Keep rubbing it. My favorite thing is when you take the sausage. Give it a kiss. Stop.
That is one flaming motherfucker, man. I think that's where Buck gets all his recipes from. Buck. Lynch.
What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
The fuck are you tripping on?
Nothing, man. Let's go to this motherfucking barbecue, man. I'm starving, man. I ain't been starving like this in a little while.
Hell yeah. Give me some of that barbecue.
I'm puffing blunts, bout as thick as my dick hard. I got these motherfucking Rottweilers chained up in the backyard. I'm harder than 80 proof distilled, high on kills, doing what the fuck I must and what I will. Plus, I'ma get like murderous when I spit and cuss and smoke all your dank till the sack is dust. Now what the fuck they stuck on? These other folks wolfing on who can loaf the most and get they fuck on.
This life wasn't worth the plug, nigga. See, this friend of friends was acting suspicious about my riches. Bumping naked and asking too many questions. Do a double take to what it makes. Seeing you go black, you barely hold back, looking like a crack addict with the shit. People shift the hours, honest looks. But my father admiration / jealousy for me and my crooks. Is what he thought was my maneuvers. Complimenting my ride, shooting dice and losing. Trying to get him my youth life. You can have a late for too long and it's shady like. Showing me his 3-8 and calling it his baby. It's time I thought to call the shots. You put him on the spot, see what caliber of balls this motherfucker got. Call him a few expletives, get the shove that you real love for you motherfucker. Or your next routine, what's your directive? You look for too long at the wrong things. You put your nose in the conversations, you should be what?
Low key, talented as fuck. But again, there can only be one. There can only be one. Once Eminem hit the scene, it was curtains, it was lights out. For most white rappers, probably, man, you had other, we're going to get into them, like Paul Wall in 2005 came out, Bubba Sparks, I think in 01 or something like that, but we're going to go deeper into this. I really just wanted to kind of, touch on this, and this is part 1. Part 2 is going to be all the other rappers to right now that are either underground or semi-made it, from the political rappers to the ones that motherfuckers don't like to, the mainstream to, some underground motherfuckers. I can name, there's hundreds. Now there's hundreds of them because maybe the rules have changed. I don't know. But for me, they haven't changed. For me, I'm not a fan of a lot of white rappers. And if you're a white rapper, you're probably watching me right now going, fuck you, dude. Sorry, man. I mean, look, I thought I was a white rapper at one time. I thought I was a producer at one time. I've told the story before. I love this guy.
I love this guy. Shoot him, please.
One time, I was gone out my mind. One time, it was hard for me to find myself, cause I was deep in the grind, moving stealth, alone to do my crime. Accumulated wealth with nickels and dimes, but then I moved up to the front of the line. Pockets got puffier over time. Some just think I'm luckier, but I was prime, young broke hustler in the nine with my big brother. We had to find our own bread and butter, fork and knife, no food in the cupboards, no light.
You wanna know what made me stop being a wannabe rapper? The day I met Brother Lynch. The day, not the day I met him, I would say like a week later, man. When I got to be alone with him and Funk Beta at around 10 or 11 a.m. in the morning, watching Brother Lynch work, watching Funk Beta work, watching them work as a unit, watching Brother Lynch go into the booth and kill it. He did something that I've never seen someone ever do. And I've been around a lot of rappers before him, man. I was a local promoter. I was a local executive producer trying to put out, hip hop groups, working with rappers, man, and not just myself. So I felt like, I know what the fuck I'm doing, and everybody I'm around, they all know what they're doing. But then when I walked in that room with him, I saw a real professional at work, man. And I'm not bullshitting you. Funk Beta, other people will tell you, man, I was done. I mean, I gave it a few more shots, making a couple songs here and there, and jumped on stage with like some of the homies. But that's when I made my mind up, man, that this isn't what I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to be in that position. And I really knew it when I was thrown on stage one night when it was before Tech 9 was real famous, and it was before Tech 9 became the Tech 9 we all know of right now, but he was opening up for Bone and for DMX. And Lynch had us all go on the stage, man, and my when I went up there, my whole stomach dropped, man. And I don't know what it was, but I couldn't handle it. It was anxiety. I had a serious anxiety attack, and I couldn't deal with it, man. But so a mixture between that and just seeing a real professional at work in the booth and how they do it and how they lay it down and what they're doing and how serious they take it. When I saw a real professional at work, I knew I wasn't in my right lane, and I wasn't doing what I'm supposed to do, and I need to find my right lane.
Spit that shit that'll rip you up in half, spit up, get out, spit out, shit out, livers and intestines, they get out. I don't niggas that share breathing, Kevin's on a rampage, y'all just mad, cause you ain't on my damn page, push notifications, rewind it, I ain't miss, quick to leave the bullshit behind us, my sinus, Capricorn, pillar niggas, Capricorn backwards, and after that shit, I shit heavily, that's it, never be, I see, forever I sever these rivals and liable to piss on your Bible, and I know that's a little too much for the eyeballs. Niggas think they sick till I hit them with the NyQuil. Hit them with the 9-0, turning bodies to wax like vinyl. Fire.
Murder for hire, a live wire. I come strange, made sick eating human brains. Cause you can find me in the brains. Better believe when I spit flames, nigga, I'm on fire. Murder for hire, a live wire. I come strange, made sick eating human brains. Cause you can find me in the brains. Better believe that I spit flames.
I get loose like a pit loose, call me Bishop. I get juice off the sick juice, Mr. Rip Gut. 6 deuce with the brains blown, 22s on them. Game over, I'm a flamethrower, giving out haircuts. I'm a lawnmower, cutting them up into pieces and eating them. I'm more sicker than again. Look at these dead Sam. Dinner in a movie when I'm eating human beings and I'm leaning right out the Chevy with something heavy. Do it now, I'm drinking at the levee, thinking at the levee. Thinking Machiavelli, then I'm all out. Me and the homies about to fall out. This is just business, I know. Time to go, fuck them all. Better get the fuck out of Dodge, I can't wait till I fall. Shooting up a nigga that diss me. Respect me, if there's no respect, eject me. Shit, I'm on fire.
Murder for hire, a live wire. I come strange, made sick eating human brains. Cause you can find me in the grains. Better believe that I spit flames. Nigga, I'm on fire. Murder for hire, a live wire. I come strange, made sick eating human brains. Cause you can find me in the grains. Better believe that I spit flames.
Yeah. GS2, nigga. A little message. Till I get the respect that I'm owed, nigga. Hope it don't have to happen, cause I love my niggas. And I'm out to the next. No smoke, no drink mixtape. Catching cases and shit. And I'm out.
So here I am. But this is part 1. Thank you for coming, and I hope you're ready for part 2, because it gets a lot better, man. All right, so good luck. Thanks for coming, and I'm out. College students are stupid right now. They really are. They're stupid. They have no common sense. I don't get it. I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by that. Before I do that,
bitch, I'm the coldest white rapper. Let me thaw a minute. Just check the numbers, ho. There ain't no sense in arguing it.
Lynch Hung Sick TV, bitch.